Hello everyone, in our 2-minute revision lesson today, we'll be focusing on 2 questions from the unit family tested in March 2022 by the CAIES. Let's get started. Marks 8. Explain 2 ways that girls experience family life differently to boys according to feminists. One way that girls and boys experience different family life is through their different socialization. There are various facets to it, such as canalization or manipulation, where children are coerced into behaving in a particular manner that is dependent on their gender. Feminist and Oakley coined this idea, stating that girls were socialized into being more submissive and focused on activities that supported their future as a mother and wife. Girls being given dolls or cooking sets is an example of this. On the other hand, boys are given science sets and race cars typically, which may promote their interest in STEM. This is a form of encouraging gendered behavior through toys and activities, and is visibly different for boys and girls. Furthermore, girls in the family also generally have stricter controls, while boys have greater freedom within the house. Real-world examples are how girls are not allowed to walk home alone at night due to fear of violence against women and young girls. Sleepovers and other activities with friends are also restricted due to the same fear of the girls being taken advantage of. Boys are generally seen as less vulnerable and don't have the same limitations on them. Feminists such as McCrobbie point out how girls have their whole lives affected by their gender, leaving them with an arguably less enriching childhood and adolescence, since they spend most of it indoors, in comparison to boys. In this way, the experiences girls have in the family are different from the experiences of boys. Mark 6. Explain 2 strengths of radical feminist views of the family. One strength of radical feminist views is that it has raised awareness of the issue of domestic violence. Radical feminists recognize the role of violence in maintaining male power in the home and spread awareness on the abuse of male authority that is so common. This led to important policy changes in addressing problems such as domestic violence, making it easier for victims of the abuse to escape. Another strength of the radical feminist view is that it recognizes that laws are sometimes inadequate in the safeguarding of women, and also point out that laws can be overturned and are not permanent solutions to female oppression. They state that liberal feminists come from a position of privilege when believing that they no longer need to be heavily protesting female inequality. Essentially, radical feminists provide a voice and platform for women who aren't privileged enough to have the law on their side. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.